So last week you saw us take 50 of our patrons on a private jet to the Bahamas for some epic sailing on some exquisite cats.
Cruising around on these big catamarans. What a day.
But while in the States, we had some other things to take care of, including a business idea that we've been working on for quite some time. But we didn't expect things to get a little spicy between two patrons who just met that night. So I'm Colin, and this is the crew of Parlay Revival. From hurricane damaged, to broken bulkheads, and getting struck by lightning not once but twice, to being the strongest and fastest Lagoon 450 on the planet. We've already sailed 40,000 miles to get here, and nothing is going to stop us from circumnavigating the globe. So subscribe to follow our journey around this beautiful planet. 20 years from now, you'll be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the things you did. So what are you waiting for?
All right, we are on our way to Sunlab Brewing. This is super exciting. We've been talking to Keith for a while, and he thinks he has made us the ultimate blonde ale. So we're going to taste it. We're also doing a Patreon meetup tonight. I don't know. I just kind of gave all the patrons an open invite. So who knows how many people are actually going to turn up. Hopefully this beer is what we're looking for. Then we can start seriously making a plan on how to market it and distribute it all around Florida. But who better to promote it than the boys on Parlay? Ultimate Sundown. Let's go have a taste.
Jamie and I have literally been working on this business venture for over a year now. So to finally be in a position where we have something to taste was super exciting.
Hey,
What's happening, guys?
how long have you been in the beer industry?
Ooh, I don't even know, 25 years plus counting.
And what did you think when a couple of dudes down under said, "Can you make us a beer?"
Come on down, let's do it. So we made Parlay Blonde Ale. We took some inspiration from you guys, what you brought to the table, made some tweaks on some of the stuff we've done in the past, and came up with a lovely blonde for you guys.
So we've just done a tasting and we've all given our little opinions, but I think the true test will be if you blindfold us and see if we actually know what we're talking about.
Just testing palates out, man. Let's test them out.
I've had to taste all three. So the Parlay and Sunlab, there's a little bit of bitterness to it. So
We don't want you to buy it to support us. We want you to buy it because it's an actual good beer. So that's what we're working on with these guys. Let's get blindfolded. All right, so Jamie's gonna go first. He reckons he's a connoisseur. He's got the palate of a billy goat.
it's like walking home every night.
So the three beers we are tasting are all extremely similar. One is a blonde ale that Sunlab already brew, one is our beer, and the other is a blonde ale which we took some inspiration from. So 3 blonde ales.
Hopefully I don't knock them over trying to pick one up.
Yeah, they got quite a different look to them. All right, take your time. Show us what's what.
I reckon that Sunlab is one of those two. It's Sunlab and Revival, but I can't tell the difference.
That's just messed you up, hasn't it?
Yeah. So I think it was BCA.
I can't remember which we did. Which one was which?
He
I know
absolutely
that was-
nailed it.
Nailed it? That's what I thought, yeah.
100%.
It's a good palate right there.
Yeah.
Shit. That's gonna be
Well done.
I've been doing this for over 18 years.
Well done.
That's actually pretty impressive.
Jamie had set the bar pretty high, and I started to regret saying that he had the taste buds of a billy goat.
You've bought 3 Sunlabs, haven't you?
The pressure was on. I felt like I was off to a good start, immediately recognizing our beer for its immaculate flavor profile.
I'm gonna prematurely call A on that one.
But to my dismay, they all tasted delicious to me, so it was a total shot in the dark.
How'd I do?
0.0.
0.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Count me out. Serious?
By the way, we still haven't come up with a good name for our beer business, so leave a comment below if you have any suggestions.
All right, we got Keith, the owner of Sunlab. Been in the game 25 years. So they were explaining you don't want a lot of difference in a blonde ale anyway. You don't want to go too far outside those
flavors. So they're all super similar. I screwed it up completely.
Face parlay.
Nailed it.
We do.
100%.
I'm good.
That's not easy.
So obviously my opinion is null and void, but we did all agree that our beer was a tiny bit more bitter than what we were looking for, so Sunlab are going to tweak it slightly for our next tasting session. It has been a steep learning curve learning about the beer industry in the States, and none of it is as straightforward as we would have thought. But for us, everything is slowly moving in the right direction. As a lot of you know, I got screwed over badly by a former business partner, with my entire investment stolen from me. So it is refreshing to be starting something new with Jamie, who has been sailing with me for over 6 years. Anyway, it wasn't long before our Patreon started to arrive. And everyone got to try out the first Parlay beer sample, which got an amazing response from everyone.
Actually, it's great. It has that little hint of sea saltness, and it's just refreshing in this hot Florida weather.
It's a dream come true because I was always hoping you guys would come back and that we could actually see you on our home turf. We know in our hearts what you guys are and what you guys have done, and we love it.
I've been a faithful follower, loved your videos every Sunday night, especially after that video with Trevor and Tom. It was so impactful, it was so heart-touching. You have to live your life every day. And I haven't been. I've been so unhappy and so stressed, and I am retiring this month. I am submitting my resignation, and I am going to live my life. And I'm going to die living. Come on, Tommy boy.
Hi, Debbie.
Hi, Tom.
New friends in the flesh.
Absolutely.
Oh, man. So is this true? You are retiring?
Yep, I have an appointment
because-
at the Social Security office tomorrow.
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 This is
It's happening.
and so I hope this works out because
I do too. I do too.
this is a heavy burden.
Yeah, I do too.
This is the butterfly effect in full motion. A little video we made on YouTube was enough to inspire Debbie to make this monumental shift in her entire mindset. And to hear about it in person even inspired us to want to live our lives to the fullest. So the cycle continues. And luckily for Tom, Debbie living life to the fullest, including not holding back when she met a strapping 78-year-old man at a Patreon meetup. And the chemistry between them was palpable.
Those of us on this side of the camera, we sometimes don't realize that we might have affect people like that. So, yeah, heavy.
Our trip to Bradenton had been successful on so many levels, and we can't wait to get back there to see everyone again. But we had one last trip planned while we were in the States, and that was to head up to Ocala, Florida, to hang out with a couple of patrons that had become great friends. And that's Don and TJ.
How long was your drive?
It took 10 hours.
Just to see us, huh?
Wouldn't miss it for the world.
What do you call this?
That's a low country boil.
Proper southern beer, is it?
It is. A lot of people have a really particular way they think this is to be done too, so if you think I'm doing something wrong, put it in the comments. I'll come find you.
For the first time I've ever eaten out of a cooler and not drank.
And of course, it wouldn't be a low country boil without some good old-fashioned fireworks.
You can't get this anywhere but the United States.
I got TJ's making him do all that. Yeah, just do 10 at once.
Is this our biggest firework tonight?
This is our biggest one of all. It is so big that it is going to blow your mind.
Why are you speaking in slow motion, Don?
Because she's got me on
We're gonna have to speed that
camera.
up to make people watch it.
Oh, you are holding it. That was
Don't hold it! What? I'm just kidding.
Boys will be boys. The next day we had some unfinished business to attend to, and it involved a fancy wakeboarding boat.
So the last time we saw Don, apart from the Bahamas meetup, was in Tonga.
It was in Tonga.
And we were determined to try and get him up on the wakeboard, but we only had a 25 horsepower dinghy and you were this close to getting up.
I was this close.
We'll get it next time.
But we're here in Ocala, and we've got this bad boy.
This right here has plenty of horsepower for my large frame.
72 years old, still wakeboarding, hopefully. This is going to be a big day.
It is a big day.
Don was our oldest crew member to ever come on the boat. He's still the oldest to ever cross an ocean with us.
And I am gonna make this happen. And if I don't, I'm just gonna take my life vest off and sink to the bottom of the lake.
Done.
How many fireballs are you going to have before you do it?
No, I had one a few minutes ago.
What
One
time is
fireball.
it?
Huh?
What time is it?
I don't know what time it is. I took my watch off. This is gonna be, as Colin says, epic.
All right, let's do this.
I believe in you, Dawn.
I do too.
You ready, Don?
I'm ready.
You were born ready.
I was born ready. I ain't scared.
Everybody having a good time?
Don, you're up.
I'm up.
You need to warm up or anything? You're not gonna tear a tendon on us?
I'm gonna go blow on a hammy.
I'm not gonna get him too tight, man, because I don't want him to come off and fall off. You got the thumbs up, let's go!
So Don tried and tried and tried. Where most people would have given up, he wanted to leave nothing on the table.
Now he's got the feeling. So close, Don.
A couple of times he legitimately got to his feet, but couldn't quite bring the board round to keep riding.
Don, good effort, man. You gave it everything. That's what counts.
It's hell when you have brain surgery and it screws up your balance.
Come on.
Once again, my brain is writing checks my body can't cash.
You'll get it. You'll get it. Have a fireball.
Don saw this as defeat, but in my eyes, the arm strength he showed to get dragged through the water time and time again is something most of us will only dream of at 72. Don is still determined to show you guys that he can do this, which is cool because it means we'll have to get him on Parlay again sometime soon to achieve this. But anyway, our time in the States was up, and Britt and I had a one-night layover in Paris
France, baby.
before doing an extended stop in Dubai to do a Patreon meetup there before heading back to Parlay in Indonesia. We were so excited to see the dogs, and apparently the feeling was mutual.
Look at this. Hey guys.
I also had a very special guest waiting for us on the boat, my sister.
You guys did?
And also Ryan, who was our Patreon who sailed through Papua New Guinea with us.
The Canadians are back, full-fledged.
Team Canuck. Oh god. We're back. Had an amazing trip overseas. We actually circumnavigated the world by plane. Started here in Indonesia, went to LA, did a Patreon meetup there and hung out with Marcos at his restaurant. Then did the Patreon meetup in Bahamas, Florida, and then Dubai. And now we're back and we're ready to get going again. Time to do some sailing. It's been a while actually. Oh, my sister's here as well with her partner, Lorne. They're going to be sailing maybe to Jakarta with us. We've got Ryan back on board.
Hey everybody.
He did, how long did you do with us? Like a few months?
2.5, 3 months, something like that.
So he's back for who knows how long. We're going to make our way up to the Mentawai Islands next. This is the most excited I've ever been about sailing somewhere. Mentawai is the best surf in the world. And to be anchored at these breaks, surfing off the back of the boat, it's just an absolute dream come true. But we still have to do about 1,400 miles to get there. I cannot wait to get out there, but we need to do a few boat jobs. I brought back a few parts from the States, including these. This is a sheave. Half of the sheave for the main halyard came dropping down out of the sky.
Dropped down from the top of the mast, and luckily nobody was there.
And the other half's still up there. Up we go. All right, here we are. I do not particularly enjoy being up here. Look how freaking high that is. 76 feet. Okay, that's the pin for it. You can see the half that's broken there, but that's not going to come out because it's still wrapped around that pin. Gotta get that pin back so I can get this sheave out because it's stuck in there. Okay, I can guarantee that's not meant to look like that. Might enjoy the view for a second here. Gilliga Day. That's this island here. And then over there is Lombok. By the way, whenever I come up here, I do a rig inspection. So everything up here looks good. On my way down, I'm gonna stop at all the shrouds and forestay and everything. My mates on wee sail there had some broken strands on their forestay the other day. So here it is. Really tough to see, but it is not broken. So we don't want something like that to happen. It's good that they caught it actually. Must have walked through this bushing and then started rubbing on the, I think this stuff's called Duralon or something, Duralac, and just smashed it. Oh yeah, look how ovaled out that is. I'll admit there's a lot of force on this with the whole mainsail and everything. That was probably like that. And then it started wearing out there. Eventually pop that piece out. This is super sharp, by the way. I was lucky that didn't land on someone's head. Ruthless. This marina is owned by a guy called James. His father built this marina. I think he was involved with it as well. But they just wanted to build a sort of Mediterranean style marina here, and they've absolutely nailed it. They've got this one long finger here, and they make their own screws and they drive these into the sand, and that's what's holding the marina here. And then all of the boats, we get our own ground lines, so 2 bow lines on the front, and they go down to the screws as well. So the whole thing just ends up being this spider web of lines just holding this whole thing solid. They've got their own restaurant here, a pool, a little like jungle style gym, all the facilities we need, and it's Indonesia, so it's super cheap. We were able to leave the boat, do all that stuff in the States. We left 2 crew members on here looking after the boats. They had full use of the whole marina. Amenities here, hot showers and all of that kind of stuff. We also filled up with fuel here. It was super efficient. They came with jerry cans but their own little pump, and it comes straight from the fuel station, so it's really good quality fuel from Pertamina. So if you are coming to Indonesia, I highly recommend coming to this place just because we've had such a good time here.
Anyway, back to the halyard sheave.
Problem is, the only size I could get is 10 millimeters bigger. So hopefully I can get this in without having the line, the halyard, rubbing on the housing of the box that holds the sheaves. If they can't, luckily I've got a backup little guy. And then hopefully this one, if the big one doesn't work, hopefully the small one's not so small that the line ends up rubbing on the inside of the mast because of the diameter of it. But they're from Selden, our good friend Jonas, who you may remember from Mexico, who helped us rig this boat. So up I go. Here we go. My life is in your hands. Oh, what's that? All good? Look at this view. Damn. It's too big. Gonna have to use the smaller one. Yeah, baby. There we go. Job well done. This is chafing a little bit here. Have to keep an eye on that. That's the topping lift. Holding up the boom.
Is this freaking you out after not having done this so long?
If it wasn't like somebody's life on the other end of the line, it would be less freaky, but I'm pretty good, I think.
So I got the pin in, got the sheave in. I was trying to get the split pin in, and I dropped it, and it hit the halyard, and it landed straight in this pocket. And I couldn't find it, and I was asking Ryan if he heard a splash. And he said no, so I kept looking, and it was right down the bottom.
So yeah, job well done. Yeah. Got one more job I want to do today. I'll show you.
Don't know if you remember in Tubataha, one of the lines got caught in the prop and it just wrenched it and smashed the jammer for the davit, the dinghy davit. So I've come back with a new one, but because we've been sitting here in the marina, I stole the one for the main sheet because that's the easiest one to just access and get off. So I'm gonna steal it back off the dinghy davit, put that one there, but also the main sheet one is slipping slightly. Instead of buying a whole new jammer, you can buy one of these. This is called the cam, and it's the teeth on the cam that cause a line to slip out through the jammer, or the clutch, whatever you want to call it. So I have to figure out how to install that into the old one, and then we can have a main sheet. So we got the main halyard now repaired with the sheave, and once we do this jammer, then we can sail tomorrow. Should be some good wind.
So the davit jammer job was pretty straightforward. Just unbolt the broken one and replace with the new one, then feed the line through and Bob's your mother's brother. Replacing the cam inside the bigger main sheet jammer was a little more complicated, made harder by my reluctance to read the instructions on anything technical.
Yes. There we go.
I managed to put the whole thing back together, then forgot one little pin inside it, so took it all apart again before putting it all back together. The moral of the story here is that it's almost always quicker to read the bloody instructions before ripping things apart.
Okay, all done. We are ready to sail. Look at the wear on the teeth of that cam there. It's almost like once it starts slipping a little bit, every time it slips from then on is just wearing that out even more. So it's fine until it just slips that first time and then it's got to replace it. All right, we are gonna leave at 8 in the morning. Next stop, Nusa Lembongan.
Well, the 8 AM departure was a bit optimistic, when Ryan and I had to get some provisions done first, which is always a bit of a laugh.
Alright, we're gonna go get provisions. We're gonna go to Nusa Lembongan. We got the most handsome man in Lombok driving us.
They good, yeah? Yeah, good. Okay, thank you. Wow.
Get some of those for the pirates.
It's pretty full on. A lot happening. A lot going on here. Typical Southeast Asian mart here. Things are spread out so you can get eggs from over there, cabbage from over there, tomatoes from over there.
Hello.
It's all spread out. Hello.
Potato?
Oh, potato.
Do we need potatoes?
Yeah. Please.
It's always quite the experience going to a local market like this. Some of the produce is quite questionable, and others are outright unusual. We're so remote here that no one really speaks English, so when we do find someone that does, it's quite the relief.
You eat this?
That was loose. How was that?
That was a serious situation. It's super fun, but sensory overload. There is a lot going on in that market. Tons of people everywhere. Tons of weird foods I've never seen before. Everybody's super sweet and nice. The pricing seemed reasonable, yet perhaps a bit predatory.
Yeah, I think I got fleeced a couple of times. I had to go like 5 or 6 different stores to get what we needed. Some were reasonable, but some, like one lady wanted 400,000 for some fruit, which is like $40. Anywhere else in the world, that's incredible, but I feel like that's a bit overpriced. But what can you do? She wasn't negotiating, so we paid 400,000.
There you go, guys, from Indonesia all the way around the entire planet and back. Hope you enjoyed this one. Subscribe if you're new here. Have a look at Patreon if you want to meet the coolest community that I know of. And we'll see you next Sunday.
The wind's blowing, we're going for a sail. Throw me the keys, mate. We'll do a bit of below deck. Get those lines on! Now!